Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the channel, liking, subscribing, leaving your comments, whether positive or negative. Much love and much respect to everybody out there. This here is live conversation number 318. Live conversation number 318, man. We'll be just, checking up on people, seeing how everybody's doing out there in general. I know I give these type of conversations, once in a while here and there. Just checking on everybody, seeing if everybody's well. Those who come in, new subscribers, old subscribers, or anybody who's just not a subscriber, just checking up on people. Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please do not lay claims of those titles on me. We're not here to violate any type of copyright infringement, any type of, community guidelines or violation or anything like that. You know what I mean? We just had a live, live of, 3 mile run and things like that. So I appreciate everybody who joined that. Hope it motivated somebody out there. For sure. What's up to what up to KN? He says all praises be unto the Most High. Absolutely. Definitely agree with you on that one, for sure. What's up to Nicole Martin? Shout out to you. Appreciate that. One of my channel moderators, Nicole Martin. Yeah, I know me. I got my eye on some people as far as like moderation in general, but we'll see how it go. What's up to Jamar? Shout out to you. I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? What's up to Johnny County? What up? Appreciate you for joining that last live in general. What's up to Henry Ross? He says, got my annual fitness check up today. That's what's up, man. And, that's a great thing to get that annual checkup by your doctor. Of course, I know a lot of people don't do it, you know what I mean? But I definitely would recommend that as you do also at Henry Ross. Thank you for the refreshing in my mind. What's up to Josephine? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to Michael Hopkins? It says peace and love. My brother, good to see you blessed and healthy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Likewise, it's good to hear from the people out there just to check up on y'all. See how y'all doing. Even the haters and the trolls, man. I know y'all, a lot of y'all haters and trolls, they be in the background, screen recording and things like that. It's okay to talk. If you got something to say, say it. You know what I mean? Listen, to all my moderators out there, do not block the trolls. Let them talk. If they happen to come on here, any type of hater, troll, whatever, let them talk. Don't block them. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk. I would like to hear all the trolls, all the haters right now. You understand that? If they happen to come on and things like that. What's up to TNT News? Shout out to you. Says peace and love, brother TH, and all my TOG family. Gino P says peace again, everyone. I was cooking the last live. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. Get you a nice, good meal. It's like brunch. What is that like? Between lunch and evening, between lunch and dinner time. So, it's all good, man. Unless you're preparing dinner, What's up to Valid? Shout out to you. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming on. For sure. You know what I mean? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing okay. All right. Johnny, he says, let the trolls in. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I would, any other time we play the videos and whatnot and things like that, that's when they come on. But when you give them the opportunity to come on and, come on and have a talk or conversation, man, they want to stay in the background. I don't get it. You understand that? I really don't get it at all. What's up to Sharif? Shout out to you. I hope all is well. You understand that? That goes for everybody out there, for sure. It's a nice day out here in Charlotte. I think it's about 60 or whatever the case may be. It's beautiful out there. Definitely got to thank the Lord for another day. Each second is a blessing, for sure. You know what I mean? Somebody was talking about holidays earlier. I think that was you, G Swole. You spoke about Valentine's Day and whatnot. And I referred you to the second interview with Gino had with Stormy Norman. and whatnot. Because I do know Valentine's Day is coming up, and some people want to get all lovey-dovey and kissy and booey with their boo-boo stank and whatnot. You know what I mean? Valentine's Day. G Swole, he brought up a good question. That's good, man. Valentine's Day and whatnot. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the single people out here. You know what I mean? When Valentine's Day come, they feel all lonely and sad and all that other stuff, you know, and things like that. GST. He says, "What's up? I'm good. I'm just maintaining, man. Just maintaining for this good little hour that I could spare on here." Nicole Martin says, "You know, those devils don't like to be exposed." I don't understand why they don't want to have a conversation. You understand that when the line is open for them to come on here, just to talk. You understand that they want to go out and make all these videos and whatnot, but they don't want to step up to the plate like a man. I don't get it. I don't know if they wearing jeans or a dress. You understand that? To them trolls out there, and a lot of them are men. That's the sad part. 95% of them are men. I don't get it. All right. Henry Ross says, "My brother finally getting his veterans check every month. He'll start getting it because he's been struggling. So I hope it'll help him pay his child support rent." I wouldn't put that up here, man. You understand that? I mean, hey, man, you know, child support. Listen, whether you're on child support or not, you still got to take care of them babies. You understand that? Still got to take care of them kids. You know? What's up to Jeremy Dunbar? Listen, I would know. Still got to take care of them kids. You know what I mean? I got 5. You know what I mean? I got 5 of them. You know? 5. Jeremy Dunbar, what up? Johnny says, "Valentine's Day is of the devil. That's why the world celebrated." Wow. You're the second person who said that today. He said Valentine's Day is of the devil. Wow. The sister Mandy says, "Greetings, Tony and the rest of the brothers and sisters." Nicole Martin says, I never said I didn't want someone, but I definitely don't feel lonely and sad on Valentine's Day." Well, I'm speaking in general. Tony Harvin, I was speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? I was just picking on people and, you know, teasing them and things like that, because I know people, you know, they got the flowers outside, selling the candies and whatnot, selling the big old teddy bears with a heart. They're selling flowers that's going to die in 2 weeks. It'd be wise to get some plastic flowers. They don't die. You understand that? They don't die. Buying flowers that are going to die. But I understand, you know, some people do it for the principles of it. I used to do it. You understand that? I used to do the little flower, dozen roses and whatnot. I got mine from a supermarket. Never mind a flower shop. I'm trying to save money. You hear me? You know what I mean? Jerry Dunbar. He says, "Anytime you call someone out for their errors, they always get mad. Then that devil in them comes out." Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't mind having a conversation at all. You understand that? I tend to open up the platform for all trolls and all haters. All of them. Listen, if you want to, you make your videos in hours and hours, why not have a conversation like a man? You understand that? Why not? Like a real man. I ain't gonna plug you off. You want to talk about anything? Hey, come on here. We can talk about anything you want. Whatever you want to talk about. In the videos you're making and stuff like that, it don't matter. The floor is open. You know what I'm saying? The floor is open for all haters and all trolls. Just say you want the link. I'll send it out to you. We could talk. You understand that? Step up to the plate like a man. All right? Brenda Todd says, "Aren't all of the holidays of the devil? They are pagan, made up." Interesting. Michael says, "My old lady ain't getting nothing but half of the bills." Half of the bills. Man. You ain't listen to that Destiny's Child, huh? You ain't listening to that. You probably got your James Brown on. This is a man's world, you understand? You probably got that on right now. He said half of the bills. Wow. Jeremy Dunbar says, even if you are trying to help someone, they get mad and say, why are you judging me? Which makes me realize why they never grow. Good point. Good point. He says, right, but the plastic flowers are fake, meaning they're fake love for someone. Well, that's the whole perception. You understand that? I'm talking about long lasting. Listen, I could use the whole concept of, listen, this flower's over here that's real, they gonna die. You know what I mean? That don't symbolize our love. These plastic flowers gonna last long. You understand that? That can symbolize our love, long lasting. You know what I mean? If you want to put it like that. All right? But you know, you're gonna see a lot of people out there. They out there right now. It started early. Them folks out there started early. And I'm not racist or anything like that, but you know, the majority of them people out there is like Mexicans and whatnot. You understand that? Yeah, that's almost like, you know, when the women go to the nail shop or they get their toes done and pedicures and manicures. You know what I mean? The Asians are there. You understand that? It's not a race thing or anything like that. It's just that certain races are good in certain things. You know what I mean? All right. Jay Hodges says took the wife and kids to Beale Street last year. I don't know where that's at or what's on Beale Street. I don't get it. All right. Henry Ross says he's paying, but he's struggling. Plus, his baby mama doesn't even want him to see his kids, and at the same time, living with another man while taking his my brother that his payment. That's some deep stuff. Listen, shout out to the false prophet, man, who mentioned the BM. We don't care. You understand that? You still got to pay them bills, you know what I mean? You can talk about whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to hurt this channel. Thank you. Thank you for the promotion. You know what I'm saying? To the false prophets out there, man. I ain't watched the video. Saw the thumbnail. It was pretty funny. You know what I mean? But as a man in general, you know, when you're dealing with those type of women, it could be tough. It could be tough, man, for sure. One has to really strive to go to the courthouse. Sometimes you might have to get a lawyer. Sometimes you might have to document certain situations. Like, you know, if you can't say, listen, she's not letting me see my kids. You got to have proof of that. You understand that? You got to have proof. You got to have a good lawyer. You got to really push for that if that's going down. You know what I mean? I've seen men on Facebook. I ain't seen my kids in 3 years. Well, what are you doing? You understand that? Get a lawyer. Get proof that, you know what I mean, she's not picking up. She's not responding to your text messages, all that. You understand that? You got somebody on my Facebook crying about that. They didn't see their kids in 3 years. But do something about it. Now you got to get a lawyer. You understand that? But that's a tough situation right there. All right? So Nicole Martin mentions, in general, he says, don't buy her flowers at all. She says she doesn't need them. It's what's in your heart that counts. Don't spend big money on me for a wedding. Don't kneel and propose to me, and don't give me flowers. Okay. All right. Johnny, he says, Cupid, little devil shooting people with arrows so they can go, he says, fornicate. Oh, man, you funny. That's funny. He says, they would bring you flowers when you're dead, but no soup while you're sick. Whew. He said, no soup while you're sick. Wow. That's the first time I heard that one. That's true, though. Zeno P says, when I might use that on Facebook, man. I might use that one. That's a good one. I might use that one on Facebook, man, today. That is a good one. He said, when I was lost, I was a fool for Valentine's. Can't lie. He said, I understand the flowers. For sure. Valerie Stewart says, greetings at work listening. It's always nice to listen at work. That's what's up. Jeremy says, I was never into Valentine's Day. My thing was Christmas. Yes, your brother was a heathen. A heathen. Michelle says, Valentine's Day is about showing love. We are commanded to love God's people. One day out of 365 is set aside just to say I love you. What is wrong with that? Just enforcing the I love you to a special someone? Well, here's the thing: why a lot of people are against Valentine's Day because of the origins of it. You understand that? Because of the backgrounds to Valentine's Day, because of the origins to Christmas and all the other stuff. You understand? So, the people try to dress up a holiday like Valentine's Day as if it's for love. But when you go into the origins of it, it's satanic. But I get it when people say, "Is this for a day for say I love you," or whatever the case may be. But one has to understand they got to do their research on certain holidays and certain celebrations and whatnot, for sure. All right, because somebody could come up with could have came up with a holiday 2,000 years ago, and it was for satanic reasons. And as time passes, they try to dress it up with something good or loving, but really the origins of it was satanic. So that's what was going on with a lot of holidays in these days and whatnot. The origins of it, you know what I'm saying? The foundation, the preliminary stages of how it begun. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what they're saying with a lot of man-made religions out here. You understand that? A lot of people don't start man-made religions hundreds of years ago. Years ago, they're still creating religions to this day and whatnot and things like that. And they put their own twist on it. So 1,000 years from now, oh yeah, they doing it for the work of God and stuff like that. But they don't understand they took some scriptures out, they made it for their own use and things like that. All right. He says Bill Street is Memphis, Tennessee, home of rhythm and blues. Oh, Dan says, greetings. I just want to share that I got baptized last night here in Dallas, Texas. Wonderful. You got baptized at a Truth of God temple. That is wonderful for sure. That is great. Wonderful to hear, man. K-Town says, what's people? First time listening live. Appreciate you. Thank you for listening for sure. Sambo, he says, what's popping? He said, what's popping? Oh, you said, what's up, people? Okay. TNT says, amen, had to fight to take care of my son. Gladly did so. Wonderful, man. Sometimes it beats like that, man. Sometimes it's like that. You got some women out here that keep a man away from his kids and whatnot, and you just got to strategize. You know what I'm saying? You can't act on emotions. You got to use your brain. You got to be smart. You understand that? You need that proof. Listen, she's not letting me see my kids. I got the text messages. I got the phone calls. I got videos that I went to the house to check on my kids and things like that. I got my lawyer right here to vouch for me because he or she knows the law better than I do. And we got the pieces to the puzzle to knock this thing out. And she ain't going to know what hit her because we got all the proof. You know what I'm saying? And when you get all those proof, don't tell nobody. You understand that? Don't tell anybody. All right? Fitzgerald, what up, what up, what up? Shout out to you. Sister Manny says, I don't feel like anything is wrong with Valentine's Day. However, most people treat it like Christmas, only show their token of love once a year. Just my opinion. He said, once a year, I love you. I love you, boo-boo stink. I love you. Come give me a hug. What? Once a year. Listen, I think if a person or people in general is going to show love, it should be every day. You understand that? It should be every day. You know what I mean? And I think Gino, he says the scripture, I think it's what, Leviticus 10:10, put a difference between holy and unholy, clean and unclean, and things like that. I think that's the scripture. Correct me if I'm wrong. And things like that. I just want to be set apart from what the world is doing. It's tough because a lot of us is used to, a lot of things that we came up on. And we're still struggling with a lot of things. I'm not perfect. It's a step-by-step, day-by-day thing at the end of the day. You understand? Sambo says, I work out once a day. I do 10 push-ups and 10 bodyweight squats. I mean, hey, that's good. If you're going to start out with 10 push-ups, that's fine. You know what I mean? Work your way up. You go from 10 one month, 20 the next month. Keep working. You understand that? I definitely encourage that for sure. Cell Express says, greetings. Greetings back to you. He says, is Valentine's included with this book, chapter and verse in Jeremiah 10:1? Well, I've never heard any type of reference to Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? In the scriptures and whatnot. But I do remember reading upon the origins of what Valentine's Day is about a while back for sure. And it wasn't holy. Not one bit. You understand that? Not one bit at all. All right. Cell Express says man-made holidays are as equal as man-made religions. think I just mentioned that, right? Jeremy Dunmore said you should show your wife, husband, you love them every day. Once a year is hypocrisy. Once a year, baby, I love you. Once a year. Rest of the days go past throughout the year. Come back around. I love you. You're right. It's supposed to be every day. And love is an action word, right? You understand that? It took me a while to learn that. You know what I mean? I wasn't always how I am now. You know what I'm saying? I was arrogant and all other stuff when I was younger and whatnot. I definitely understand that. Sambo said Valentine is one of the deadliest sins, lust of the flesh. Jeremy Dunbar, you're not alone, especially for Thanksgiving and Christmas is the major holidays for the family. And I was really into family until I started changing. Then the atmosphere was different. Sambo says Christmas turned into greed. What's up, Claire? Shout out to you. He said Valentine's Day is another day for corporations to hustle you out of your money. The best things that is given is a genuine love for one another. I agree with that for sure. Claire says it's pagan because of the Greek gods and stuff, Cupid, etc. and Roman. I forget if it's Roman or Greek. They say one day I love you, and for the rest of the 364 days of abuse and scheming. Y'all funny, man. Jeremy says the little Cupid looks like the perverted Roman figure, but Greek is very similar. Coco B says, peace, everyone. I pray all is well. Absolutely. For sure. So I think all gods from Greece and Roman are the same ones, but they use different names. Sister Minnie says, well, I'm still struggling. I'm trying to release my inner heathen. I got baptized almost 2 years ago. Pray for me, brothers and sisters. I mean, at least you're honest. At least you're honest. You understand that? You're working on yourself. And I like people like that to admit that, listen, I'm working on myself. Not these over-righteous Christians out here, these so-called apostles and preachers who are, you understand that? They don't think one can still be struggling. They think they're perfect at the end of the day. So that's a good thing that you are, you're still working on yourself. All right? Nicole Moore says, my son's father doesn't even come around my son. Wow. A deadbeat father. A deadbeat. Wow. And you know what? It's not a good thing to push off kids that are yours as a man. As a man, you're supposed to want to be there for your kids, for your sons, for your daughters, you know what I mean? And things like that. You know what I mean? It's a great thing because you're going to miss those times when they're growing up. Those are precious times. When they're a baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and keep going. Because there's going to be a time when they get a certain age that they're going to want to break away from you. You understand that? And those precious moments, a deadbeat mother or a deadbeat father will miss. Because time flies at the end of the day. For sure. All right. Sister Claire says, I understand, Sister Minnie, my baptism was September 2022. I still have struggles a lot. 2. So once a year they give them flowers, and the rest of the year they beating them and cursing them out and cursing each other out. Bunch of fools. Yo, y'all funny, man. Sharif says a ancient pagan holiday of Roman, what is that? Lupercalia, which is a fertility festival. Fertility festival. Wow. Michael Hopkins says complete growth is hard, my brother. He says I love you once a year is an insult. That's funny. At Nicole. Jeremy says I can't understand how a man doesn't want to be in their children's life. It really troubles my soul. Absolutely. Absolutely. Building that relationship with your kids is something special at the end of the day. You know what I mean? As a father, you're there. You're supposed to be there to give that fatherly love, to be that protector, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Before those precious moments, before those precious years whiz by, and then you can't go back in time. to get that stuff back. You understand that? And another thing is a deadbeat father. They got to be careful because it might be another man to step in place for that. You understand that? It might be another man. I think Gino talked about it yesterday, right? You understand that? A deadbeat father. He ain't there for his child, but when a child happened to become a professional athlete, making millions, now he want to come. Now he got drafted in the NBA or the NFL. Now he's a famous football player, basketball player. Now the father want to come around. You understand that? Sometimes it could be situations like that. You understand? Now pops want to come around. Why? Because son is famous right now. Son got money right now for all the hard work he did in the gym, all those summer camps, all those mornings and nights he ran and dribbled the basketball for hours, shooting free throws for hours. Now father want to come around and be in his life to try to get a couple of coins, right? Sharif says men draw names of ladies and be sexual partners until next festival. That's crazy. Sambo says Easter is pride showing off your drip. I remember those days in grammar school. Man, we gotta get these new clothes. We gotta get the new Jordans. You know what I mean? We gotta get the Jordans. They had the Pelly back then. They had the Fubu back then, the Fat Farm, the Tommy Hilfiger. Back in grammar school, we used to go to New York. You know what I mean? If people know about Chinatown, you know what I mean? Them little places where you get the clothes for cheaper. You know what I mean? With the name brand and whatnot, things like that back then. You know what I mean? We used to do that. We get the fresh Jordans, and they used to be cheaper back then. Now they're like $400-$500. You understand? So I remember them days back in grammar school, man, for sure. All right. Says, are there any of the 365 days that you celebrate? Are birthdays celebrated, or just thank God that you made it through the year? Good question. Good question for sure. I mean, birthdays, definitely be thankful if you got kids. Listen, thank God, thank the Lord that your kids was able to live on another year, even yourself, for sure. I mean, birthdays could be celebrated, but you just got to be careful, for sure. You know what I mean? Some people like to go drinking. They like to go partying to the strip clubs, and some like to party all month, drinking 31 days, 30 days, whatever, how many days in that month. That's all they like to do. Party and drink and whatnot and things like that. You know what I mean? All right. What's up to Sheila Davis? Shout out to you. He says, where did you hear Boo Boo Stank Steak from? Well, the term Boo Boo Stank Steak, I think I was on this little chat line back in high school. It was back in high school, probably like 2000. You know what I mean? And this cat kept saying it to his girl. You know what I mean? Kept saying it to his girl over the phone and whatnot. And I said, wow, I could become comical with that term and whatnot. And it always stuck with me to this day. Shout out to Rich. He's from Jersey City. You know what I mean? We went to the same high school and things like that. Shout out to him. So I tend to use that term here and there for comical purposes. All right? Jeremy Dunmore says, if people would look at it as what it is, which is an honor, privilege, and blessing to be in their life. E says, sometimes we participate in holidays without knowing the true origin. But once informed, you can make better choices. I agree. Michael Hopkins says, let's keep it real. Women get Mother's Day, Valentine's, anniversary, their birthday, etc. What does a man get? Uh-oh. You're about to start something here, man. You're about to start something. He says, women get Valentine's Day, anniversary, birthdays, Mother's Day. What do a man get? Wow. So that was the man that took responsibility for another man's children. My children are adopted and have my last name now. Wonderful. Wow. Nicole says, my father is worse than an infidel. That's a deep one right there. Wow. That's something deep right there. Henry Ross says, why does it seem like it's hard to detox off this man-made religion called Christianity? That's a good one right there. But yo, what's up to Willette Washington? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. What's up to be holder? Shout out to you. Um, Sambo Sam says old school drip we call drip gear back then. Hey, that's what's up. He says after my son's father, I okay. I ain't gonna read that one. I ain't mean to put that up on the screen, but I ain't see that word up in there. You know, so they mainly talking about deadbeats, deadbeat fathers, and whatnot. Deadbeat dads, and just because if a man is giving a woman money and not spending quality time, you still a deadbeat at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's that connection, it's that bond, it's that relationship that you've built with your kids at the end of the day, for sure. You know what I mean? So it's not just a financial thing. It's a spending time. It's a bond. Is being being how could I put it? How can I put the terms and things like that? You want to show them the right way. You understand that? You want to show them the way, especially if you're a father and you got daughters out here, for sure. What's up to Dream? Shout out to you. Shout out to you for sure. He says our father is a teacher, protector, and provider. Absolutely, absolutely. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I am, for sure. You know what I mean? So to the false prophets out there and things like that, that stuff don't move me. You understand that? That stuff don't move me at all. What's up to Luna? What up? What up? What up? Shout out to you. Hope all is well. We 31 minutes in. I'll probably give it about a good 10 more minutes, then we're gonna knock off and things like that. Nicole Moore says it wasn't easy because I desired someone, but I made it with God's help. Plus, it took time to get over the hurt and pain, and I broke free. What up to Mr. Ham? Shout out to you. He says he broke free. The hurt and pain of a breakup. The hurt and pain of a breakup. Healing. Healing from a breakup. That'd be a good topic one day. You know what I mean? To talk about and things like that. How does one get over hurt and pain from a relationship or someone who been divorced? That's a good topic for another day. You know what I'm saying? We could carry that out for hours. You know what I mean? But I don't got much time. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be a good topic for another day. Dealing with hurt and pain of a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Or a divorce and whatnot. Because some people don't want to be broken up or want to divorce or whatever the case may be. You understand that? Whereas though the other one wants it. Some people could wake up one day, listen, I don't want to be with him. I don't want to be with her. You know what I'm saying? I want that one over there. You understand that? Some people wake up like that. It's just part of life at the end of the day. You understand that? And one can't force somebody to stay with them. You understand? You might be hurt, but hey, if that's their decision, if they want to be with somebody else, hey, it is what it is. You understand that? It is what it is. You know what I mean? For sure. So you got people out there that just want to wake up one day. Listen, I want to be with Suzanne. I don't want to be with my wife no more. I want Suzanne over there. She got a nice body. She know how to cook. You understand that? She'll make me look good. She got a nice job. I want her over there. I don't want this one over here. She done gained weight. You know what I mean? She lazy. She don't dress how she used to dress. I don't want that no more. And some people are like that. You understand that? They wake up one day, I don't want to be with her or him no more. You understand? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's part of life. All right. Jeremy Dunbar says, I love sitting down with my children and just having conversations with them. Absolutely. He says, but why end so early? I got the kiddies to pick up, man. You know what I mean? Kids get out of school, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Daddy got to be there. You understand that? I don't like the school bus taking my kids home. I like to go pick them up. You understand? You understand? I like to go pick them up. I like to show up, pick them up, and make sure they firmly protected. You understand that? You know what I mean? That's just me. Whenever I get the chance to go pick them up, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what I got to do. Put it on hold. Put the gym on hold. Put working out on hold. Put cooking. I starve myself to go pick up my kids. You understand that? That's just me, for sure. All right, and I'm hungry right now, but I still go pick them up despite my hunger. All right. He says we need to start fasting with prayer to break these yokes. What yokes you talking about? Sharice says when you show up and handle duties of a man, you'll get what what is that? It's qualified as a man should receive. When a man connect to dates like women, they treat you like one. Okay. TNT says time heal all wounds. The more time passes, the more I heal as well. Gino P says a breakup is tough and painful, but I guess time sets everything back. B Holder says I trust those school bus drivers. The driver be drinking and be drunk. Do you mean you are? Oh, you don't. You says I don't trust those school bus drivers. Those school buses, the driver be drinking and be drunk. Honestly, I don't trust them neither. You understand that? I don't trust them neither at all. You know what I mean? I don't trust the Mecklenburg County school bus drivers at all. You understand that? That's just me. Especially if it's a guy driving my daughters home like they was doing last year. I don't trust them. You understand that? I don't care. Listen, let my child sit all the way in the back and let her have her phone on her with the camera on, with the GPS on the phone and whatnot. You understand that? So I could track it for sure. And let me know if he tries something. Don't say anything. You understand that? You're gonna see Tony Harvin, Google News. You understand that? Fathers been arrested. You understand that? He assaulted a bus driver. You know what I mean? He said the bus driver, did something to his daughter. You know? That's the only way. You understand? We're gonna get busy for sure. Never mind YouTube, never mind all that stuff. Let's get busy. Appreciate that at Johnny. Because a lot of people they act all holier than thou and stuff like that. Oh no. You understand that? Once the daughter say something, oh, you got proof of this? You got it on some type of recording. Let me see the cameras in the bus. You know what I mean? Okay, let me listen. Let me talk to the bus driver. I'm gonna be nice. All right, I'm gonna be real nice. I'm gonna be real nice to the bus driver. You understand? Sheila Davis says my son said the same thing, picking up his children from school. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Sometimes I know I could stay longer at work, to make some extra money, whatever the case may be. But I prefer not to. You understand that? Prefer not to. You know what I mean? Why not have a little side business where as though you can create your own hours after work? So that way, I could do whatever I got to do on the side hustle business, handle that, work out, then go pick up the kids. That's what I did today. You know what I mean? You work the primary job, you work your side business. I did my workout so far. So we got those things completed. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. You know what I mean? You got to manage your time well. So now we just got to get the kids, help them with the homework, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And, have some nice old dinner. For sure. Let me see. He said, I'm a school bus driver. I don't drink or smoke. You funny. Uh-oh, we got a school bus driver on here. Uh-oh. Okay. Some school bus drivers. Some. All right? Let me make that correction. Some school bus drivers, they drink and they don't be on point. I've seen certain things, and I'm a truck driver. I've drove the transit buses. I've drove the school buses as far as like for testing purposes and things like that. You know what I mean? So I can understand, but there's some school bus drivers that's just awful, very awful. You know what I mean? Mr. Ham says only dudes that leave their wife are men that haven't had a lot of women before they got married. I gotta scratch my head on that one. What do y'all think about that comment right there? You understand? What do y'all think about that comment? Dream says, when my son was in public school, I would take him to school and pick him up. For sure. For sure. You know what I mean? Michael Hobson says, keep cooking, fam, for sure. Beholder says, one of my kid is special needs. I can't have her riding no school bus. For sure. Jeremy Dunbar says, you have to forgive them first, and that will help you heal. I learned that forgiveness is the key to your peace. Absolutely. And he's referring to breaking up and stuff like that. Absolutely. Forgiveness. You definitely got to have a forgiving heart. You know, I definitely agree with you on that one. For sure. TNT says, I'm working on my first year. After the separation of fasting and prayer has carried me along with tarrying in obedience. Wow. That's what's up. Henry Ross says, right, you got to protect yours, especially in these perverted last days. Absolutely. There's a lot of perverts out here. There's a lot. There's a lot of perverts out here. There's a lot of freaky people out here. You understand that? Freaky. They freaky. Even these so-called ministers out here. They freaky. You know what I mean? Listen, they talk about who you sleeping with. They putting pictures up of, one fella, they put a picture up. I think somebody mentioned that the girl was doggy style, and they put the picture up. Bunch of freaks. You want bunch of freaks, man. Wow, that's crazy. There's a bunch of freaky people out here. Even these some bus drivers, some school bus drivers out here. You know what I mean? Bunch of freaks out here for sure. All right. Appreciate that. And Nicole Moore says, I'd like to pick up my son from school as well. Your exit father, appreciate that. And Nicole Martin, Josephine says, I don't trust anyone with my kids. Yeah, man, it's a tight grip out here. It's a tight grip when it comes to kids. Some people homeschool their kids. That's how tight of a grip it could be. You understand? I mean, gladly that, schools got cameras and all this other stuff, and they allow the children to have the cell phones. You know what I mean? I recommend parents to get your child a cell phone or something to keep a tracking device on it. Keep a tracker on it. You understand? Ain't playing no games. I think one time the bus was rerouting and stuff like that. There was a tracking device on my daughter's phone. Oh, man. Oof. We flagged them down. You understand that? And sometimes the bus over here in Mecklenburg County and over here in Charlotte, they got a tracking on the bus. But if that malfunctions, guess what? The daughter's got a tracking on their phone. All right, where they at? They over here? Let me see if I can catch them. I'll be behind them. You understand that? That's me. You know what I mean? Cherie says, how is CDL transportation business going with the TOG? I don't know. You gotta email the church. I don't know what that. I'm not on that. Although I got my Class A CDL, you know what I mean. It'd be a great thing for me to drive trucks for TOG. You understand that? It'd be a great thing if that was to happen, to drive a tractor trailer, and whatnot for whatever business they got going on and whatnot. But I'm in Charlotte. You know what I mean? If I was in Philadelphia, I definitely would look into that at the main temple of driving tractor trailers for the Truth of God and whatnot. You understand that? All right. But I think, did I see a TOG truck? I'm not sure. I think that was a coach bus. I'm not sure. All right. But I think somebody had a picture of the trucks on Facebook one day. I'm not sure. All right. What up to Faith? You says, any tips for a sister who goes to the gym, like motivation to listen to as I work out? Well, some people ask that. I mean, certain gospel songs out here that are holy, not in these days more so, because, you got a lot of gospel music. And these days they try to be parallel or try to be like-minded like these rappers in these days, for sure. All right? But some people have the old gospel music going. For me, I don't rarely listen to anything. You understand? That gives me a chance to, it's very therapeutic for me running, listening to nothing. You understand? But I can't help if a gym is playing hip-hop music. It's not my gym. I can't go to the owner, to the people like, listen, could you turn that off? I'm in the truth with God. You understand that? And I can't listen to that. No, I mean that's somebody's establishment. Just like when you at, just like if a person is at work and the company decides to play Tupac, hit them up. You understand? They decide to play Nas, Ether. You know what I mean? Or Drake back to back. You understand? You can't help that. You know what I mean? But if you're working out on your own in your own house and things like that, I mean, the old school gospel songs, I find it to be more holy, to be more good for the soul, not all this new stuff that's coming out, for sure. But if you go into a gym or something like that, I mean, you can't help it. Some people wear like their little AirPods and play their music at the gym, for sure. What up to Cornelia Kelly? Appreciate that. That's Sister Mandy. He says, I think it would be harder to stay faithful if you had too many. It is a much harder yoke upon you when you are a whoremonger. Mm. He said, I'll bail you out. Funny. Um, mm. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, at Jeremy Dunbar, you know what I mean? For a man or a woman who had so many people and then they leave that lifestyle and just have one. You understand that? They may have those urges to go back to all those women or to all those men. You understand that? If you're a man, you can almost have any woman you see out there on the street or of your choice, of your type. You understand that? You got a Spanish woman, you got a Caucasian woman, you got an Arab woman, Asian woman, African American woman, Polish, German. You understand that? And then you leave all of that for one, or vice versa with a woman. You understand that? You leave all that for one person. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand what you're saying for sure. At Jeremy Dunbar, he laughing. He says dudes leaving their wives like sound like he want more than just one woman. Mm. He says Gino P sound like he said sounds like a Hebrew Israelite. Yeah, a lot of them are like that. You understand that? A lot of them, you know, they want more than one woman. Like I said, one woman is enough headaches. You understand that? One woman is enough headaches and whatnot. But just imagine you got 4 or 5 wives. You understand? I think that so-called preacher Charles Duell at a straight way to hell. You understand that ministry, straight way to hell ministries. He got 3 wives, 3 of them. You know what I mean? All 3 of them are stuck on stupid. 3 or 4, I think. All of them are stuck on stupid. You understand that? Stuck on stupid. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Just imagine he getting on with one, the rest of them out in the front room. You understand that? Watching Teletubbies or something like that. You know what I mean? Hearing sounds go off. Man, where's your dating? Where's your dignity at? Where's the respect for yourself as a woman at? You understand that? When you allow a man to get it on, you know what I mean? In general, for sure. All right? Where's your self-respect? What's up to be manly? He says sin don't discriminate whether you have multiple women or not. Many before marriage, but I believe the more partners you have, the harder it is to stay in a marriage. Soul ties. Mm. He says soul ties. What's up to Scooter? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for sure. All right. He said I was about to homeschool my son, but I don't have the time due to working. Hmm. For sure, for sure. Straight way to hell ministers. Them Hebrew Israelites over there and whatnot. They want to have 4 or 5 women, 4 or 5 wives. Listen, I don't got the patience. You know what I mean? Hard. Listen, bad enough it's hard to have patience for one. You understand that? It's hard enough sometimes. Just imagine 2 or 3. Man, listen, I have a stroke. You know what I mean? Give me a brain aneurysm or something like that. All like all day. You understand? I don't listen. I don't know how he do it. For sure. You know what I mean? I'm surprised he's still alive off that. All right. For sure. At Jeremy Dunbar. So it wasn't hard for me after having a lot of women, then coming to TLG. Then I got married and haven't slipped, Mr. Ham. You should make your own gym. I don't know. I don't know. You understand that? I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's up in the air for sure. All right, we got any last comments, anything like that? Any last comments before we knock off? You know, we're gonna end this live. I thank everybody for coming on the last live of the live run in this live as we talked about, you know, how's everybody doing and things like that. Lord willing, I'll be playing a Truth of God video later. We shall see. For sure, we definitely got more Truth of God videos coming to this YouTube channel and whatnot. And on my Facebook also, rumble.com, Daily Motion, and things like that for sure. All right. You says hard to find the right one, holy with the prayer life. Dream says homeschooling is a great thing. I sacrificed by working part-time the last 3 of high school. Michelle says, I agree that men should have one wife. What about the custom in the African countries where the men have many wives? This being their custom, they see nothing wrong. Well, there's a lot of religions and stuff like that, and there's a lot of people out there that got more than one wife. I've seen on Facebook there's a woman who had more than one husband. You know what I'm saying? Polygamy and things like that, if that's the term, if that's the word, you know what I mean, is becoming more popular in these days, for sure. You understand that? Some people just want more than one. And those who are in that midst of being a more than one wife or more than one husband, they agree to that type of stuff. You understand that? Which is crazy. All right? Just imagine somebody coming to you if you caught with them. Listen, I want you to be, you know, one of my wives or one of my husbands. Just imagine that. A woman coming to a man. I want you to be one of my husbands out of 3 or 4. I want you to be one of my wives out of 5 or 6. And it's happening in these days. I wonder how did the conversation go with Charles Dewell and his first wife of 20 or 30 years? How stupid and silly she is to fall for that okie doke. 20 or 30 years, y'all married, and you let the man manipulate you to get 3 or 4 more wives. That's crazy. That's crazy. He said, we call it adultery. All right, we're going to end it. I thank everybody for coming on. I hope everybody have a wonderful day, a blessed day. Shout out to everybody out there. You understand, all the trolls, all the haters. Y'all had your opportunity to come on as always and whatnot. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. Like I said, Lord willing, we'll play a Truth of God video. And I hope everybody have a wonderful day. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.